Hello, hello, hello everyone. What is up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Here we are in episode 31. I hope everybody's doing very well. Of course, before we get into it, if y'all wouldn't mind definitely giving that like button some love, share the video, comment, subscribe if you're new, and definitely don't forget to ring that little bell so you get notified of all the latest uploads. Also, don't forget to check me out on social, or if you want to help out the channel in any other way, details for that are in the Jesus, Mother of God, in the description below. Oh my God in heaven. Oh, wow. Whew. Oh, also, too, new. Be sure to, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'll tell you after the episode. There you go. There's a free blooper on me, guys. All right, let's just go ahead and get right into it. God. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am. But if you could see to a few of the patients, it would enormously help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas in need. We'll talk later. With tears-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. At least I can fly. That makes it a lot easier to find these guys. Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them, I know, but Maybe inside one of the buildings? I don't see anybody outside anywhere, so yeah, I'd have to... Anyone like hiding in between the buildings anywhere? Nope. Oh, nothing in this one. Alright, let's try the other one. Can't go in that one. Oh, and that one's out of the area. Well, what the hell, man? Oh, there we go. There he is. Bruh. Why you gotta be standing over here by the stairs? Come on, man. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please kill me. I beg you. Okay, Lena?
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
No, I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me. I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Castarium. The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and sin-eater might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my sin-eaters. It is only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
See? I knew it. I freaking knew it. Bothry's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize. God, blah 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 blah. I apologize for my earlier outbursts. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that sin-eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Sparagus still. Please give them my thanks. Okay, well, where the hell am I going? Back to the Crystarium? Okay. Can I get anything? Barbecue. Oh yeah, those were rewards I got from something else. Oh, okay, so they're over on that side, so I have to go here and then cut that way. Ay, the city is still a little confusing to me. Okay, so they should be in here. Yes, Bagrix. There we go. You okay, Thancred? You're here for me. I'm sorry to put you through trouble. I'm fine, really. The eaters landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers have done wonders. I'm more worried about Menphilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to Hodorum, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chisamail? But just talk to her, will you? Okay, what level is that on? The Temenos Rookery? Okay. At least I think that's the level it's on. I hope it's the level it's on. Oh, and I was saying in the intro, I was going to say, even though it's not like fully set up, everybody be sure to look me up on Rumble as same name, you know, shibiswag Awesome Gaming. And definitely make sure you give me a sub on there or a follow. Although there's not really much content right now. I'm trying to get everything synced up from YouTube. It's just more of a backup in case something happens. There's, you know... And by something, I'll have to make an entirely separate video covering that. Geronimo! And I'm gonna die. Nope. 1 HP left, alright. I guess they fixed that, huh? Menphilia, look what you did to me. Menphilia appears to be lost, perhaps a gentle poke. Oh, okay, I can do that. Poke. Eep! Oh, Kiara, what are you doing here? Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. You can make it up for it by being there for him. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chersmel. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant. In an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chisamail. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. I don't recall saying yes. Yeah. I'm sure we all know what kind of a medicine. Wow. I'm not saying it, but y'all know what I'm thinking. Medicinal herbs are the best, right? Let me zoom out a little bit more so we can kind of see what we got going on. Okay, so there's more over here to the right. We only need 2. This one has no set. Okay, so it's not that one. The plant has ragged leaves and smells of fruit. It's unlikely to be a herb. Okay, so... I'm guessing there's got to be some more around here or something. Probably going to be this one. This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Way to sneak it into the game, Square Enix. Way to sneak it in. Okay, so where the hell are we going now? Oh, back there. Might as well just teleport here and then teleport here and then walk back that way. And Philly told me that you would be bringing the rest. Now you just need to roll it up and go puff puff. Marvelous with this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patient's faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. Oh god, I can't wait to get my new glasses in a couple weeks. We are still fighting it, I suppose, though with better medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With asparagus in good working order, the Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch. We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something for me. My dearest friend, you see, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Vothri said is true. If our losses were just deserts and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. We'll tell him, you have my word. Ooh, a new headpiece. If you're ready, why not go ahead and head to the Ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphino. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaro I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? No problemo, man. No problemo. I kind of had a feeling you were going to ask me to do it anyway, because, you know, you Scions don't do anything actually on screen. I do all the hard work in these parts. You have business with the Crystal? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yes, let me in. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found more of them flattering than surprise. I hear few of our people have to thank you for plucking them from the jaws of death. or that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should a regret be my consistent companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. And if I were to confess my doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know? No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Armorang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Armorang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin-eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin-eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Armoreng, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation. But it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armoreng we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
Oh boy. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I knew this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Yeah, I'm down. I'm willing to give you a chance. Oh God, how do I... I don't even know which one to even go to. Maybe this one? Oh, yes, I was right. Yay! Bunnies. I wonder if I should change Kiara into a bunny. I still have that potion. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. Are you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If we're all assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw an Ilmorian ship coming into the land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now Abath Arang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mordsak. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Infilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Navar Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd head to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Amorians caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patrons, and we cannot be sure their activities would not meet the Vothri's approval. If we make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Amorians' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way you'll have a chance of catching Nabatharang unopposed, and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll make work of the distracting boss race forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few Amuro for our journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. All right, everybody. Well, I'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll pick up in the next episode when we get to the area we need to be. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.